first carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
On the keeper, Ben Neiman on the tackle.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Daniel Sorensen on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know, it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for same time, and I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
on 2nd down now. It's Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
Harrison Butker.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Kansas City. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Jackson. Now he'll pull it down.
Jackson on the keeper.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And 1.
Jackson from the shotgun. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll give this to Bell.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bell, the ball carrier.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
7-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to DeMarcus
from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 7 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for
line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Bell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
At their own 6-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season, and that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Guys, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
on 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
It's from the 36. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21, Ravens 13.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play. Now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Jackson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
24-yard line. A gain of 12. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 30.
He's running.
The 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And a first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Mahomes dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Kansas City.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Seals Jones.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it's a...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
15-yard line.
On second down now, Dobbins, and a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been... say so long from Baltimore.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't ain't been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ty Long set the kickoff.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started.
And we are underway in Southern California. Now KJ Osborne. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Cook, the ball carrier. Linval Joseph on the tackle.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings
draw play, Cousins to Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Minnesota.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
The Viking ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the 17. Cousins to Jefferson on a slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
2nd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the
on the draw. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Joshua.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
22-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
4.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. We'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Back across his body. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Play action now. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Cousins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Second. Quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Cousins now on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Chargers 7. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Pass to Harry's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
He's got daylight. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down. It's Jackson, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Chargers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Kelly. They corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert.